Chosen One, if this message reaches you on December 2nd, know that it's neither chance nor coincidence. Tonight, a concealed spiritual portal unveils itself, discernible only to a select few souls attuned to its unique energy. This isn't mere superstition. It's a rare cosmic alignment, a pivotal moment where the frequencies of the Moon, Mars, and the approaching 2026 timeline converge, initiating a shift that will redefine the trajectory of your life. Expect to perceive signs tonight, to sense the flow of energy, and to undergo a transformative awakening that heralds the commencement of your next chapter. If you're watching this, your soul has been summoned to this precise moment. Let's begin. December 2nd transcends the ordinary. It's an energetic gateway, a cosmic turning point where the universe subtly realigns the pathways of your existence. While many may remain oblivious to the profound energies at play, your soul, if you're seeing this, is already aware that something extraordinary is about to unfold. Tonight, a rare convergence of energies will activate a portal, believed by ancient mystics to be accessible only when a soul is prepared to evolve. The Moon, guardian of intuition and emotional truth. Mars, the harbinger of courage, passion, and transformative action. And the radiant force of Sagittarius, synonymous with expansion, wisdom, and forward drive, unite to create a potent frequency shift. This alignment is exceptional. It's a transition portal, a spiritual threshold that appears when your inner and outer worlds harmonize perfectly. But let's delve into a deeper truth, one often overlooked. A portal isn't merely an entry point. It's an awakening within you. It doesn't materialize in the sky. It ignites within your energy field, your intuition, your emotional core, your very soul. Tonight, that inner gateway begins to illuminate. Initially, you might perceive subtle signs, gentle nudges from a higher dimension, drawing your consciousness into a new frequency. While some may dismiss these sensations, the chosen ones will feel them intensely. You may experience a sudden surge of emotional clarity, like a fog dissipating from your mind, an immediate yearning to reorganize aspects of your life, a sense of detachment from your former self, as if witnessing your past identity fade away, and a magnetic pull towards something new, undefined yet undeniably potent, along with a quiet but resolute knowing that change is no longer optional, but essential. This isn't random, nor is it coincidence. It's the sensation of your soul synchronizing with an upgraded timeline. Picture your life as an unfolding narrative. Tonight, the universe turns the page, not because the previous chapter was flawed, but because you've outgrown it. Your soul has absorbed the lessons it needed to learn there. However, as you advance to the next chapter, you cannot carry the burden of outdated emotions, severed connections, or obsolete beliefs. That's why the energy from December 1st to 2nd might have felt heavy, peculiar, or perplexing. The universe has been quietly preparing you, untangling emotional knots, and clearing inner space so that tonight's portal can fully anchor. And now, the shift begins to manifest. Your intuition sharpens. Your dreams may become more vivid, intense, or symbolic, serving as messages rather than mere stories. And your spirit becomes more attuned to the unseen realm. You might begin noticing repeating numbers with greater frequency, 22 for alignment, 11 for awakening, 10 for timeline activation. These aren't trivial coincidences. They're activation codes, signposts from the universe. They emerge when your spiritual frequency elevates, guiding you toward the next phase of your journey. The universe consistently communicates through patterns before events unfold. Signs invariably precede manifestations. And now, for the most sacred revelation of this Night to Nights portal, won't bestow upon you a brand new destiny. It will unveil the destiny you were always meant to embrace, but weren't yet aligned with. It's not about transforming into someone different, but about evolving into a truer version of yourself. As the portal opens, distractions dissipate, noise diminishes, and illusions lose their grip. People who deplete your energy will suddenly seem distant or irrelevant. Recurring cycles will begin to break. Thoughts that once confounded you will suddenly make sense. Truth will rise within you like a tide, because the December 2nd portal isn't about external breakthroughs. It's about inner alignment, the moment your soul assumes its rightful place in the universe. For some, this shift will feel like a spark. For others, like a storm clearing the skies. And for a select few, like returning home after years of wandering. This portal opens only for those who are spiritually prepared, not perfect, not fearless, but willing to rise, transform, and embrace the truth, even when it necessitates change. And you, chosen one, wouldn't be here if your soul weren't ready for this. Tonight marks the emergence of a new version of you, one that thinks, moves, chooses, and aligns differently. A version with greater clarity, strength, self-respect, intuition, spiritual awareness, and connection to your true purpose. Tonight isn't just an energetic event, it's a rebirth occurring within the deepest layers of your consciousness. As this portal opens, you're not just stepping into a new chapter, you're stepping into your real chapter. As the December 2nd portal activates, the spiritual atmosphere around you becomes electrified. While most will remain unaware, chosen ones will feel the shift instantaneously. Their bodies will respond, their energy will stir, and their intuition will heighten. Why? Because their souls are more open, sensitive, and receptive to cosmic frequencies than most. When a portal like this unlocks, the spiritual body receives the signal first, long before the logical mind catches up. Tonight, you might notice strange sensations, emotional fluctuations, or intuitive whispers that seem out of place. But they aren't random. These are 7 divine signs confirming your entry into the December 2nd shift. Let's explore each one in greater detail. On a sudden emotional drop or lift, the timeline release. You may feel intense emotion out of nowhere, sudden calm, tears for no reason, unexpected lightness, or a strange emotional float. This isn't instability, it's energetic detox. Your spirit is expelling the residue of the timeline you no longer belong to. Old memories, stored emotions, and outdated fears begin to dissolve. Sometimes, it feels like waves washing over you. Other times, like a deep exhale you didn't realize you were holding. Tonight, your emotional body resets itself, not because you're breaking down, but because you're rising up. Time feels odd, distorted, or dreamlike. You might look at the clock and feel like time is speeding by or slowing down, or moments feel strangely unreal, as if you're watching reality instead of living it. This happens when a portal opens because your consciousness is temporarily operating between frequencies. It disconnects from your old reality so it can more easily shift into the new one. This is why chosen ones feel like today went by weirdly fast. Everything feels like a dream, and they feel detached from time. This isn't your imagination. It's the universe repositioning your timeline. 3. Your body feels electrical activation. You may feel tingling in your hands or feet, warmth in your palms, pressure on your forehead, chills without being cold, or sudden bursts of energy. These sensations are spiritual electricity, your intuitive centers activating your chakras, especially the third eye and heart space, begin opening wider under portal energy. This electrical feeling means your frequency is accelerating and your old energetic shell is cracking, making room for your upgraded spiritual awareness. 4. You instinctively pull away from certain people. You may feel irritation toward draining people, sudden emotional distance, no desire to respond to certain messages, or a clear awareness of who is no longer aligned. When your soul rises, it automatically detaches from anything that can't rise with it. Some people will suddenly feel heavy, irritating, irrelevant, or out of sync with you. This isn't you being rude. It's your spirit protecting your energy field from frequencies that would block your next chapter. Tonight, the portal reveals who your soul no longer resonates with and who your future cannot include. 5. Estrange, calm before something big happens. This is one of the most sacred signs. Sometimes, before a major breakthrough, a quiet stillness settles in your spirit. Not numbness, not apathy, not emptiness, just peace. The kind that doesn't match your circumstances. You may feel like, I should be worried, but I'm not. Something is coming, but I feel okay. Everything feels quiet, too quiet. This is the universe aligning your energy before the shift. Your soul enters stillness so your next timeline can anchor smoothly. This calm isn't random, it's preparation. 6. You feel guided towards something new, a pull from the future. Tonight, you may notice a sudden desire to start something new, change direction, create something, leave something behind, or follow an idea that feels spiritually timed. This is divine guidance, not a whim or impulsiveness. The portal opens a window where your future self communicates with your present self. This pull you feel isn't fantasy, it's the vibration of your higher timeline humming beneath the surface, calling your spirit forward. Something inside you knows it's time to rise and step into the version of you that has been waiting. 7. You begin seeing the truth. The spiritual lens clears. This is the most powerful sign of all. Tonight, illusions crack. You may realize what is no longer serving your growth, who you've outgrown, what patterns must end, what dreams are real, what relationships are genuine, and what direction your soul wants. This clarity isn't emotional, it's energetic truth, rising to the surface. A portal exposes what your spirit already knew, but your mind wasn't ready to see. You stop chasing people who drain you, tolerating cycles that hurt you, and pretending you don't know what you know. Tonight, your spiritual lens becomes sharper than ever. Tonight's signs aren't random, they're preparation. Every sensation, every shift, and every intuitive whisper is happening because your spirit is ascending. Your old frequency cannot exist inside a new timeline. So it dissolves tonight. Everything that once felt confusing begins making sense. Everything that once felt stuck begins loosening, and everything that once felt chaotic begins aligning. You're not imagining this, you're awakening, transforming, and stepping through a powerful December 2nd portal, and nothing in your life will remain the same. Most people believe destiny shifts through external events, a new job, a lucky break, a sudden opportunity, or an unexpected meeting. But chosen ones know a deeper truth. Destiny doesn't begin outside of you. It begins in your energy field. Before anything appears in your physical reality, it first rearranges itself in the unseen realm. Your frequency shifts, your inner world transforms, and your spiritual alignment upgrades. Tonight, on December 2nd, this portal activates those hidden layers. From the outside, nothing may look different, but on the inside, everything is changing. This portal initiates 3 major transformations that permanently reshape the direction of your life. 1. Your timeline begins rearranging itself. When this portal opens, the universe begins moving the invisible pieces of your life into new positions. Events that once seemed disconnected suddenly reveal their purpose. People who were blocking your growth quietly fade from your path. Doors that were stuck begin to shift open. Conversations happen at the right time. Opportunities appear that align with who you're becoming, not who you used to be. You may notice strange synchronicities, running into someone who becomes a catalyst, discovering something by accident that becomes important, feeling sudden inspiration to start something new, stumbling onto information you needed, or meeting someone who impacts your next chapter. These aren't coincidences, they're timeline corrections. All the delays, setbacks, and pauses you've experienced this year suddenly begin to make sense. They weren't punishment or failures, they were preparation, ensuring you didn't arrive at your blessing too early, too unhealed, or too unaware. Tonight, the universe stabilizes the new timeline your soul has been calling for. Everything that belongs in your next chapter begins shifting toward you, and everything that doesn't begins drifting away. The timeline has spoken. Your destiny is repositioning itself. 2. Your spirit receives a major upgrade. As the portal's frequency intensifies, your spiritual senses sharpen. Your intuition becomes louder and more accurate. Your inner voice becomes easier to hear, and your dreams become more symbolic, prophetic, and revealing. You may notice sudden flashes of insight, gut feelings that prove true, a new level of emotional maturity, a sense of knowing without logical explanation, or an urge to choose differently than you normally would. This is spiritual intelligence upgrading. Your higher self steps forward more boldly, guiding your decisions, nudging your thoughts, and revealing truths you didn't want to see before. You may feel a pull towards certain choices, people, or directions that previously made no sense, but now feel like destiny. This isn't random or impulsiveness. It's your soul preparing you to make choices aligned with your elevated frequency. The upgrade also brings an inner calm, a new confidence in your path. You stop second-guessing yourself because you begin to trust the quiet voice within more than the noise around you. This portal amplifies your awareness, making you more capable of navigating your future with strength, clarity, and spiritual precision. 3. A long-standing karmic cycle finally ends. This may be the most profound transformation of all. Something that has been repeating in your life, sometimes for months, sometimes for years, is finally ending. A karmic loop that kept you stuck is dissolving tonight. This cycle may have shown up as repeating relationship patterns, the same emotional triggers, a limiting belief you couldn't break, self-sabotage that always pulled you backward, fears that shaped your choices, old wounds that guided your reactions, or a situation you kept reliving in different forms. Tonight, the loop breaks. You may feel this as a moment of clarity, I can't keep doing this. A moment of release, I don't care about this anymore. Or a moment of strength, I'm choosing differently this time, not because you forced it, but because your spirit has outgrown the lesson. This portal doesn't require you to fight your past. It simply removes your energetic attachment to it. Suddenly, the things that once controlled you lose their power. The fears that once held you back feel smaller. The people who once had emotional influence over you feel distant. And the patterns you once repeated feel impossible to return to. This is what spiritual evolution looks like. You become clearer in your boundaries, stronger in your decisions, wiser in your choices, more conscious in your reactions, and more aligned with your true purpose. Your soul steps into the next level of its evolution, not as a concept, but as a lived reality. And here's the beautiful truth. This portal doesn't push you into your new destiny. It pulls you into the life you were meant to live, the life you were too tired, too wounded, or too distracted to step into before. Tonight, the shift begins. Not tomorrow, not next week, but tonight. Your destiny stops running from you and begins moving toward you. Your purpose stops hiding and begins revealing itself, and your future stops waiting and begins unfolding. The December 2nd portal isn't just a cosmic event. It's the moment your old self dissolves and your real timeline begins. The December 2nd portal isn't just something you experience, it's something you participate in. Your actions tonight determine how deeply this shift anchors into your reality. This isn't about rituals, superstition, or complicated spiritual exercises. It's about alignment, creating the inner conditions that allow this cosmic frequency to integrate into your soul. To receive the full power of tonight's portal, the universe gives you 4 essential instructions. These 4 steps form the bridge between who you've been and who you are becoming. Each one opens a doorway in your energy field, allowing the transformation to settle permanently into your timeline. Let's go deeper into each one. 1. Enter 3 minutes of stillness. Your inner doorway must open. Stillness isn't emptiness, it's access. It's the moment where the noise of the world fades, just enough for your spirit to rise above it. Tonight, find a quiet place, even if it's just the corner of your room or a space beside your bed. Turn off your phone, dim the lights, place your hand on your heart, and simply breathe for 3 uninterrupted minutes. Allow yourself to exist without trying to fix, plan, think, or analyze. This is the moment your energetic field opens wide enough for the portal energy to enter. As you sit in silence, you may notice warmth spreading through your chest, a subtle tingling around your forehead, emotions rising gently, a deep sense of peace, or even a pull into your intuition. This stillness is the equivalent of unlocking your spiritual front door. Without it, the shift can touch you, but it cannot embed itself within you. Stillness is permission, surrender, and the signal to the universe, I am ready. 2. Release one weight you cannot carry into the next chapter. This portal doesn't ask you to fix everything in your life. It asks you to release one thing, one emotional weight that has been draining your spirit. It might be a fear that has shaped your decisions, a memory that still hurts, a guilt that no longer belongs to you, a belief that limits your potential, a connection that keeps you small, or a habit that keeps you looping in circles. Tonight, choose one. You'll know exactly which one it is because your intuition will whisper it the moment you ask. What must I release to rise? Letting go of one single weight can create enough energetic space for your entire future to shift. The universe doesn't need perfection. It needs room. And when you release that one thing, something magical happens. Your energy rises, your clarity sharpens, your timeline expands, and your spirit becomes lighter and more aligned with the path ahead. This is how blessings find you. Not because you chase them, but because you finally make space for them. 3. Speak your intention out loud. Your voice activates the portal. Your words hold vibration, carry frequency, and shape the energetic signature that the universe responds to. Tonight, once you've entered stillness and released your chosen weight, the next step is to declare your intention out loud, not in your mind, not silently, but out loud. Here are some powerful activations you can speak. I am ready for the next chapter of my soul. I release everything that no longer aligns with who I'm becoming. I walk through this portal with courage and clarity. I align fully with my highest timeline. Your voice becomes a spiritual stamp, a vibrational imprint that tells the universe exactly what you are stepping into. When you speak your intention out loud, you send a frequency into the spiritual realm. That frequency becomes a command. That command becomes alignment, and alignment becomes manifestation. Tonight, let your voice open the path your soul will travel. 4. Trust the shift. Even before you see evidence, this final step is the one that determines how easily your transformation will unfold. Most people expect instant changes, but chosen ones understand that cosmic shifts rearrange timelines before they rearrange circumstances. Tonight's portal begins the transformation. But tomorrow, and in the days ahead, the universe will be quietly organizing your path behind the scenes. Trusting the shift means knowing that the energies you activated tonight are already working for you. Understanding that hidden changes always appear before visible ones. Allowing the universe to guide the unfolding. Not rushing the process, not forcing outcomes, and not doubting your intuition. Trust is a spiritual accelerator. When you trust the shift, it integrates faster and more smoothly into your timeline. When you doubt, question, or overthink, you create energetic resistance that slows everything down. So, tonight, make a choice. Trust the process, trust the timing, and trust yourself, because everything you do tonight creates a ripple through your future. Your energy will expand, your intuition will strengthen, and your sense of direction will sharpen. Your destiny will feel closer, more real, and more magnetic. This isn't the end of the transformation, it's the ignition. The moment you take one step toward the universe takes 100 steps toward you. Tonight, the portal opens, your soul aligns, and your future begins preparing its entrance. Take these 4 actions, and the shift will not just touch you, it will transform you. Chosen one. Tonight is not ordinary. It's not random. December the 2nd opens a spiritual doorway that only a few souls are awake enough to feel. And the fact that you are here means your soul is not just awake, it's activated. You're stepping into a higher frequency, releasing an old identity and aligning with the timeline your spirit was destined for. Everything you feel tonight, the signs, the clarity, the calm, and the pull towards something new, is confirmation that your journey is shifting. So, breathe, ground yourself, and trust the process. You're not moving backward, you're rising. You're not losing anything. You're shedding what was blocking your blessing. You're not alone. You're guided. The portal is open. Your spirit is ready. And your next chapter begins right now. If this message found you, it was meant for you. Your destiny is calling. And tonight you